We're going to work the details on adding a little hip torque or whipping motion to your naihanchi, opening the elbow up. So a lot of people, they open their elbow up like this, they throw their elbow to their palm, and they call that their naihanchi, right? So we're actually going to use the idea of throwing a middle block, how the next block flares in front of the arm that's just previously blocked. What I mean by that is, if I had just blocked with my right, my left goes in front of my right arm as it shoots out. My left hand is riding against the arm to apply some tension. So my right hand is actually pushing down onto my left arm. So as it pushes out, it kind of slingshots out like that. So I'm actually pulling this back as I'm pushing this up here, and it kind of slips out like that. Now notice how as I push this out, my palm faces down, then it faces up. So I have a little tool that I always like mess around with, kind of like, you know, in high school we do the wet towel thing here. When I'm going here, I'm actually trying to turn my fist up as I bring the towel out and back. So I'm palm down, palm up. So I'm going here. And you can visually see the twisting and the torque of my wrist here as I do that. Now if I apply that same concept to my hand here, and I'm going out like this, it goes palm down, palm up. So it's kind of like a spring pushing my palm down, and it slips out like that here. And from there, that's going to allow you to strike with your rich hand, right? I can use that as a strike where I'm blocking something here and I'm shooting that out. That gives the same concept as your middle block too when you do this. So when I'm middle blocking out, it shoots out that way. It also does the same thing when I throw like a haito right, like here, right? Like a strike over the top. My palm's up, and right at the end, it's flicking out and going kind of palm down, palm up. So I'm going here, right? So you should add a little bit of flick right to the end of your ridge hand strike. So I'm going here, right? So adding your pulling hand to that here. A lot of people, they throw their strikes and it looks like just a big arch like that, and there's no snap to it, right? But if you add a little flick at the end, that's going to help add a little more power and a little more strength to your strike. So every time we do stuff like that where I'm going across here, I'm adding a little bit of flick right at the end. And the more you do that with the towel, the more you're going to kind of get that concept down. So I'm actually doing this. That same thing is coming out as well for your shito ukes, right? So instead of doing that, I'm flicking out this way. So my palm's going down and up. And for your shito ukes, there's tension against the arm on the inside here. Now I'm applying tension back, so this one's pushing up, this one's pushing down, and there's force on force here, so that when it flips out, it's actually shooting off from this resistance here. So if I'm going here, here, or if I'm going for a middle block, here, if I'm going for that elbow from the hanchi, here, it's still doing the same thing here. It's flipping down and up. Right.